Greetings, y'all. Welcome to Karen Hope's 15 Minutes of Solid Inspiration. This here is the YouTube channel where hope grows inspiration. Gets a little tongue-tied too. Jeez. Okay, so this video today is going to be a little different. The approach to this video is going to be a little different today. Usually, I'm jumping on the channel to let you know that the most recent podcast episode of my daily inspirational podcast, Karen Hope's 15 Minutes of Solid Inspiration, has been produced and published and is available for listening. Today, it would have been episode 185. 185. But there's no podcast episode today, and probably won't be for maybe 5 to 7 days, maybe 10. I'm having an eye procedure done tomorrow, getting some work done on my eyes tomorrow. So, I'm just going to not be doing too much writing. But guess what? It doesn't keep me from talking, does it? No, it doesn't. So, I'm jumping on the channel today, I guess just to do a little video, talk about something that I would have talked about in the podcast episode today anyway. I don't have to write everything down. I'm learning that. I don't have to write everything down, although I do love to write everything down. I don't have to. So I'm going to try something new today and just talk. Now, it's not new. It's not new. Now, when I first started this channel, it's been a while. Maybe 5 months, maybe 6 months. When I first started the channel, I was doing Fleeting Thought Thursdays. Every Thursday, we were going, I was just talking freely. Like, we had music playing and maybe just a little poetry, maybe, something inspirational to talk about. And I really, really, really wanted some back and forth banter. But the participation didn't happen at first, and I was just so ambitious. This YouTube thing is an ambitious thing, and sometimes you can feel a little like you're not doing well, or you're not getting the right amount of views, or the algorithm is just not liking you too much, and sometimes that is the case. But it's never really ever a reason to stop. I almost quit because of the Fleeting Thought Thursdays. I was thinking, no one's going to participate. Yeah, so we used to have the Fleeting Thought Thursdays, and then I just stuck to it. And then we also had a weekly review. And that was just a lot of, not getting too much response, and not too many comments on those parts of the YouTube channel, those segments of this YouTube channel. But what I'm going to try to do is, while I am listening to the doctors and not spending too much time, screen time, until we can get some work done, I'm just going to talk. And I'm going to see how it works out. I'm so tickled right now because I'm telling you, and it just may be my introduction to start doing things live, because really and truly, I really want to be able to just talk to y'all live, again, get that back and forth banter. But we'll see how that works out. So today, you're here on the channel with me for first time thing. And I'm going to, excuse me, I guess what I'm doing is, whatever I would have written today, I'm just going to speak it. And it's right here recorded, so I'm not going to lose it. I have a record of what I said. So I can write it down later. That's what I'm trying to say. So let's go for it, okay? So this is what I want to talk about today, y'all. And I'm going to start off this new thing, being transparent. And I think that's what I will label it, or whenever I get to the point where this YouTube channel is built up and I've got something going on that's solid and I don't know what to say, organized. I'm building this thing up right now. I'm trying to make it something. I'm growing it. So while I'm growing it, we'll just talk, and I'll talk about me. That's what I'll do. Because I've 2 weeks ago, last week and 2 weeks ago, like when I could still kind of see the comments I was getting, because this eyesight is going quickly. It's quickly. Last week, I was really understanding that people, like when I talk, like when I'm talking about these things, not when I talk, but when I'm talking about God in particular, people don't want to be told what to do, especially when it comes to God. They have their whole own households, their own upbringing, they have feelings about people that treated them wrongly. They were probably ugly spirited people, but hid it all behind God. I mean, people use God for his name, for some pretty horrible things. It leaves people scarred and mean and bitter and hateful. So I was thinking about that all last week up until now. People really aren't upset or mad at what I'm saying. Nothing that I'm saying is threatening. Bottom line is, what's threatening is someone feeling like I'm telling them what to do. Someone feeling like I'm telling them that they didn't do it right. Someone feeling like I'm telling them, oh, my way is better than your way. No, I am not saying anything like that, ever. So, if I may, start off this part, this new talk that I'm going to do on this YouTube channel, along with the announcement of the podcast episodes. I'm going to talk about me. Why not? Never talk about me. I'm going to talk about me. And I'm going to talk about this. I want to talk about all of these things that we go through, y'all. We all go through them. We all go through divorces and mental abuse and emotional abuse and verbal abuse and I don't know, self-sabotaging things and violent people and mean people and manipulative people. We even now, let's step away from that energy and say we have loving people in our lives and people that are blessed, that bring us blessings. Those blessed people that bless us. We have them too. All of that. God is good, and that each experience should be appreciated, even the bad ones. Now, before I get off topic here, this is what I want to say. All I want to do is just say what you've been through, what they've been through, the world has been through, you know. I mean, I don't want to go as far as say like world hunger. Like there's things like world hunger that's going on, but everybody gets hungry. Everybody starves for something at one point, emotionally, spiritually, physically. But when we can see that starvation, like in that belly, you know, skin and bones and extended belly. Is that how you say it? Yeah, that belly that sticks out. I think it starts with a D, but I'll say distended, maybe is the word. Yeah. We see that and we associate hunger with that. But our souls starve. Our spirits starve for light, love and light. So, this is what I want to say. I hope I can just, because I'm practicing just talking, I hope I can communicate this concisely and clearly. We can really shoot ourselves in the foot. We can really hold ourselves back with this one thing, talking about me, because I don't want to tell anybody what to do. I love to tell everybody what's working for me and extend it as a solution if someone would like it, you know, like to use it. God blesses whoever he wants to bless. Have you ever been like in a position, even those saints, even people that have it all together, I say saints for lack of a better word, this is what people like to call themselves, so whatever. All I know is this: every saint has a past, and every sinner has a future. That's all. Getting back to what I was saying. Have you ever looked at someone in their life and said, oh, why is she getting that? How did he do that? I've been praying my whole life. I've been going to church my whole life. And for those that don't go to church, because not everybody goes to church, just because you go to church doesn't mean that you're a good person. It's how you love yourself. And how you love yourself and how you love others. How you reflect that. How you love yourself and how you love others. Okay. There are some people, God respects, he's no respecter of person. Like, God will bless a wicked person and then leave a person over here who does everything, seemingly not being blessed. But that's all about our feelings. That's all about having a clue. It's about having a clue. Those people that don't love God need a reason to love God. They need to see him working. They need to see him work. So it may seem as if God is blessing the wicked, opposed to blessing, for lack of a better word, a saint. I don't think I know any saints. Do you? I'm going to tell you why I don't think I know any saints. Have you ever been in a position where, and I'll ask again, you just left church, you just left the synagogue, or you just left the temple, or you just left your grandma's house sitting down having a nice meal? You walk outside and you get in your car, and I don't know, you see someone that you've known your whole life, maybe in the city, and their reputation is not one that's a good one, but you see them happy with a husband and nice car, and they're going to a nice house, and you say to yourself, ugh, how she get that? She must have been doing something. She must be still, or a young man. A grown man who's working hard might be selling dope because you don't have it. Or they got to be selling dope because you don't have it, right? Even those people that have it all together don't have it all together. This is what I want to get to now, talking about me. Now, those are just some examples that I want to put out there. But the transparency I want to talk about is that self-sabotaging stuff that we can easily put the blame on someone else for. Oh, they're a jerk. Oh, they're, manipulative. Oh, they're selfish. Oh, they're egotistical. Is what I'm trying to say. Oh, they are, what's another word they use for people that are, what's the word I'm trying to use? When you think about yourself only. Do you know what I'm trying to say? May not be the case. I had to look at myself to really think about something just today. And it made me want to just talk about this. It's the reason why I'm doing it. And thank you so much for even sticking this far, because I haven't even started talking yet. I hope you make it to the end of the video. I'll try not to make it too long. My whole life, y'all. My whole life. Now, not to brag and not to boast, because that's what we're not supposed to do, but I will say this, and for those people that know me in real life, this is the truth. I love people. Most of the time I'm in a cheerful mood. Most of the time I'm upbeat. Not only am I encouraged, I'm trying to be encouraging. My best. So for a long time, I probably want to say up until about 9:15 this morning, till I wrote something down in my journal, and wow, my whole life I have gone through building relationships, the front of my mind saying, Karen Hope, make sure they eat well. Karen Hope, make sure that they know that they are loved. Karen Hope, make sure that whatever place you have for friends, family, loved one, whatever you have, Karen Hope, including your voice, Karen Hope, including your heart, Karen Hope, including your mind, make sure that people that come around you are comfortable. Make sure that they know they are loved. Make sure that they know they are in a place of positivity. They are in a safe place. Make sure they know. Make sure they know. If you do anything for anyone, Karen Hope, be encouraging while staying encouraged. This has been my whole life. This is not new for me. What's new for me is this, realizing that I wasn't doing a darn thing for myself. Wasn't really being that positive. I may have been encouraging other people, but I wasn't encouraging myself at all. At all. Maybe a little bit. In my mind I was, which kept me positive until I hit my own self today. My words hit me harder than a bus this morning. A bus I was driving. How you hit yourself with a bus you're driving? And how you gonna back up bloop bloop and then drive over it again bloop bloop over your own self? I did it. I'm gonna tell you how. I started writing and realized that pros and cons. Thinking to myself, Karen Hope, do exercises, keep yourself inspired. You think this is on you. This is your journey. This is on you. This is on you. Think yourself to a good place. This is all on you. So when I started thinking myself to a good place, I realized that I say to myself, Karen Hope, make sure they're comfortable. Karen Hope, make sure they have a good meal. Karen Hope, when they're in your presence, make sure they know that they are loved. Karen Hope, when whoever's in your presence, if I let them in my space, y'all, I'm guarded. If I let someone in my space, that means that's a special, you've got a special place. So, Karen Hope, I'm trying to make this so I can say this the right way. I don't want people trying to figure me out. I'm literally saying what it is. So I don't want to say things where people say, did she mean this? Did she mean that? No, I did not. I mean what I'm saying right now. Flat out how I'm saying it. There's no hidden agendas, no hidden messages. Promise. When I started talking to myself about what I like to do for other people, I started to hear something. I started to hear my own voice. I like for them to be comfortable. I like to make sure. And then I heard a little bitty voice after that for the first time before they leave. I've been going through life, my whole life, making people comfortable to leave anyway. Why? Because I'm telling myself they're going to leave anyway. I'm telling myself the whole time this niceness, this goodness, this understanding, the listening, the patience, the forgiveness, the compromise, the consideration, the concern, all of those things, I realized I'm doing for the closure. So when they go, I can say, I did my best. Wow. I did that to myself. And I realized it today. I'll be 51 years old in May. And it takes a little bit of time. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time. It takes some living. It takes some disappointments in yourself. Because I really am not focused on other people these days. I'm not. Because I'm realizing that they're focused on themselves. And they have been. But I was looking at it, my perspective, as, well, let me yeah, they're going to leave. No, they're just going to do them. It has nothing to do with leaving. It has nothing to do with being rejected. What the heck? What in the heck? I did that to myself. This whole time, I'm saying to myself, I'm thinking I'm being, smart. Well, just be nice because, it's closure. Closure? F some closure. Yeah, I said that because when we're working on closure, we're working on it being over. Right? Now, I do want to say this. If anything ends, if you believe God, you trust God, you move forward in a positive manner. If anything ever ends, it just means that it's a beginning. It means that whatever is not, it doesn't serve you anymore. And it's a new beginning. Some wonderful thing to look forward to. As long as we stay positive, we'll know that what did not work for us didn't serve us in the first place. Now, that is a way that we can be like some closure. I mean, like if we want to think about things that way, that's the better way to think about it. That's not self-sabotaging, like, okay, we will do our best. If it didn't work out, that means it didn't serve our purpose in the first place, and we continue to move forward in a positive manner, serving our purpose, and then things fall into place. I used to say nicely, but it may not be nicely, but as it should be. And that's what's most important. God's will be done, right? So, getting back to this transparency, y'all, if I may say, bringing God back into the equation, because he should never be out. God is good, right? He is good, and he will provide us everything that we need to support us in this life, including a clue right when we need it. Right when we need it. Why God allowed me to finally hear that voice trailing, I want to make sure that they know. I want to make sure I'm going to show these people this love. I'm going to show them how great they are. I'm going to show them how much I appreciate them. I'm going to show them how much I trust God. And, be positive about everything about them. And then hear that little voice before they leave, before they dip out, before they disappear. I'm telling you, y'all, I had to shed a little tear this morning. When we are faced with ourselves, see, that's this whole thing about growth. It's not easy. We can be a runner if we want to. We can make up all kinds of excuses if we want to. We can say, and that's why, going back to the blame part, I can easily say that someone's a jerk. I can easily say, oh, it's another, whatever. I can easily say that. I could, but I can't now. Because I heard myself say all of these good things and then completely wipe out the goodness by saying something negative. So softly that I couldn't even hear it, but loud enough where I could feel it. Feel it enough where my imagination can manifest nothing but people that leave. People that are unavailable. People that really don't care. People that are ready to leave. People that are just like I say. Why not take the goodness and go, right? That's it's on me. So, this is what I want to say. Had to be gentle with myself today. Could have beat myself up. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. So, y'all, when you get to the point where you feel like you've been doing a good job, I thought I was doing a good job. No, I wasn't. My intention was great, and I think I talked about that before. Good intentions pave the way to hell. Figuratively speaking. We've got this picture of hell in our head. Why not, use it for whatever it could be used for? Good intentions pave the way to hell. So my intention was good. My intention was good. Trying to stay focused, but what I was doing was messing myself up, creating an environment, creating a reality where I treat people good, I show them how much they're loved. And right now, this is not about romantic relationships. People might want to take it there because it applies. I'm just talking about relationships, period. Period. My whole life, I have gone through life saying how much I will be, it's to the best of my ability, be accommodating in the back of my mind, really softly, telling myself, because they're not going to stay anyway. But they're not going to stay anyway. Y'all listen to your voice, okay? When we're speaking these things, when we're telling ourselves the great job that we're doing, and we are doing great jobs, you are doing a great job, by the way. We have to continue to listen to ourselves. Is there anything else there? Like I had to hear myself say. Is there something else there trailing that can sabotage it all? Yeah. It's the next thing. When we do hear ourselves speak, we need to remember it. We need to duly note it. You know what I'm saying? Say to yourself, duly noted self. And work from there. Because God speaks to us through our own voice. When we hear God, we say, we're trying to listen for you, God. We're trying to listen for you, God. I can't hear you, God. Well, speak. And you'll hear him. Okay? Y'all. Yeah. Hey, that felt kind of good. I think I'm going to do this once a week. I don't know. I have surgery tomorrow, or procedures tomorrow. So it'll probably take about, like I said, some days to heal. Maybe 5 days, maybe 10 days, maybe 14 days. We'll see. But until then, I might drop a couple videos here and there until we get back to the podcast, the regular podcast. Y'all, there's 184 to listen to. So, I'm going to drop the link down here. I'm going to have the links down here. You want to listen to them? Listen to them, okay? Be like a tomato and catch up. Y'all, I'm so goofy. And then, and the blog, check out the GoDaddy link. The blog, I won't be writing the blog for a while. That's going to be a little longer than the podcast, actually. The blog, but yes, I will continue to come back here and visit y'all here and there over the next couple of weeks. Y'all, God bless you and yours. And remember, listen to yourself speak. Try to listen to everybody else. Don't listen to anybody else. God speaks through us through our own voice. Now, he does send us people. But what about when it's early in the morning? What about when you're by yourself? What about in your dreams? What about when you're just in the bathroom? What about that? When we're not listening to anyone and we hear ourselves, y'all. God is speaking. Enjoy the rest of your day. Love and light to you and yours. Talk to y'all later.